Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy GrandmastaJ. I'm laid back. I'm nice and cozy. Don't be getting on my vibe right now. There's snow outside. I got my hoodie on, my cap on, but that's not why we're here. We're here because Arxis made a little bit of an oopsie doopsie. Now, see, the original intention of the season 4 changes, right, of season 4 patch and all that stuff, was that they were supposed to nerf the damage of all characters across the board in order to up the interactions per match played. That's exactly what they said. However, the game dropped and people are dying in 2 touches, if not 1 touch now. So clearly there was a bit of a disconnect between what numbers they put on the screen and what numbers we got somewhere, somehow, okay? But they noticed that, they recognized that, and so they decided to drop an unprecedented hot fix patch only, what is that, like less than 2 months, a month and a half after the game's release, which we have hardly ever seen before, ever. Usually they just drop a patch and they're like, y'all gotta hold that, sayonara, and then that's it. We just gotta hold that, is what it is. So today, of course, we're going to be going over said patch notes. It shouldn't take too long. There's not a whole lot going on. Couple of interesting things, couple of really funny things, but we're gonna get into that. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, first thing, team of 3 mode, which honestly I'm not really that interested in. I didn't even play it yet. It seems kind of funny, but the fact that I have to play with somebody else is kind of whack. I was hoping it'd be sort of like a Marvel 3 style where like I had control over all 3 characters, but that's not really the case, which obviously that wouldn't be the case. How the fudge would I even be able to control all 3 characters? That's not important. Let's focus. Let's focus up, okay? Let's focus. We've alleviated the issue where it was impossible to move for a long time when returning to the room after matching in Team 3. Okay, bug fixes, blah, 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 blah. Online mode, fix an issue, causing only standard rooms to appear in search results of non-team of 3. Okay, whatever, more, whatever the heck this is. Bug fixes, removed. Rest in peace, Bit Shift Metron level 5 start. Rest in peace. Bam, 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 bam. You guys get it. The 51st hit of Go Lewis's Skyfish. As a universal battle mechanic, Psych Burst cannot be used against moves that will always trigger wall break when reaching the corner, regardless of the wall break value on hit. This is intended behavior for the final hit of Skyfish when at maximum security level. The same applies to other moves that always trigger wall break. Psych Burst cannot be used against moves such as Clean Hit on Foul Soul in 1 and the final hit of Potemkin's Heat Knuckle. However, as Skyfish did not have the same visual effect for the final hit as these moves, there was not an explanation provided for this properly. This led to confusion among players. So basically, people wanted to burst the last hit of the Sky Fire, but they couldn't, and they got upset. So Arxis is like, listen, you bubs, you weren't supposed to be able to, okay? Take it easy. Duration for negative penalty trigger. Previously, there was an issue in the game that paused updates to the internal negative value and tension balance calculations if no input at all was performed for 6 continuous seconds, while it was possible for both the player and opponent character to perform inputs. Any state, I don't know what any of this means. Whatever. Balance patches, nobody cares. Bug fixes, nobody cares. Get us to the nice juicy meat and potatoes, okay? Overall adjustment direction. We are mainly focusing our adjustments on elements that diverged from our intentions with the previous battle patch. Universal adjustments to damage. In the prior update, we increased the overall defensive values with the intention of increasing the number of interactions throughout matches. However, increasing the damage dealt by some characters as well as the addition of new combos resulted in a state where matches did not reflect this intention. For this reason, we revised the damage overall in the current update. Adjustments to move properties that did not align with individual character balance intentions. We made adjustments for areas where the balance between strengths and weaknesses for each character's concept was off, as well as for aspects where characters struggled to show their strengths in actual matches. We are also making the following adjustments. Adjustment to guard crush chip damage. Now go nerf. Moves that trigger guard crush make it easy to continue your offense, as well as creating an opportunity to deal significant damage even when the opponent blocks. As this was one of the causes limiting the number of interactions in each match, we've matched the chip damage from guard crush to 25% of the full damage of all moves with a few exceptions. Interesting. So this is a Gold Lewis and a Nago nerf, right? Because both of them basically did the exact same thing. It was really funny. But that means that Nago's chip on block is no longer going to chunk your health bar by like half. Same thing for Gold Lewis. Interesting decision. Interesting decision. It did need to go. It was a little ridiculous. Adjustments to hurt boxes for certain characters. We've adjusted the damage state hurt boxes of certain characters to make it easier for combos and strings to fully connect. As these changes only affect the hit stun animations after taking damage, they do not change the viability of moves. For Zato, Happy Chaos, Bridget, Bedman, and Asuka, this update only fixes issues or adjusts their damage state hurt boxes. This note includes the number of values for damage adjustments. Okay, so basically you're not going to drop your combos more on certain characters, I guess. I don't know, who cares. Throw Clash is only a bug fix. Wall Stick, Wall Break, only a bug fix. Oh, actually this Throw Clash bug fix I think actually fixes when you are trying to throw tech against Ramethal in certain situations, and you actually now can like you can actually throw tech without having to mash it now, so you can like do like fuzzy throws and stuff like that. That's pretty good. If you didn't know, yeah, Ram could like, if she threw a sword on you, then you only had like a 2-frame window to throw or something. Like it was crazy. It was freaking nuts. So they fixed that. Damage state hurt boxes, guard crush attacks 25%. So this is a direct nerf to guard crush characters. The only exception is Kai during Dragon install. Interesting. Oh, usage restriction on special moves. Fix the following issues for certain special moves that have usage restriction upon landing. The usage restriction is not reset when performing a wall break via certain methods, blah, blah, blah. The usage restriction is not reset after taking damage. That includes air throw. I actually have no clue what the frick that means. Anyway, let's get into the actual character notes. All right, starting with Soul Bad Guy. Okay, only changed what happened to his damage. So Volcanic Viper, damage of clean hit went from 100 to 80. Wild Throw, damage decreased from 130 to 110. Okay, fine, fair. Kai, hopefully, they got rid of the charge stun edge glitch. They decreased the damage of his charge stun edge, decreased the damage of his Vapor Thruster, decreased the chip damage of Sacred Edge. And also, yeah, you can no longer do that whole like looping thing. So that's pretty cool. Decreased damage across the board for a couple of maze moves. Interesting. For Axo, we've adjusted the following in addition to the universal changes in the prior update. We've changed the vacuum effect of rainwater to align with its concept as long range. However, made this challenging to combos, blah, 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 blah. With these adjustments, we've reduced the horizontal blowback. So it doesn't vortex, but it's still like, it's not the same. It doesn't vortex, but it's not the same. Okay. All right. It doesn't vortex, but it's easier. Something like that. Who cares? Chip nerfs all across the fucking board. Yeah, because his wall run attacks were absolutely fudded nuts. Okay. Absolutely absurd. This is whatever. Expanded the upper hitbox with the exception of the five. Yeah, whatever. Who cares? This is a big one. Potemkin got his mother flipping Kara throws back. That's kind of huge. Now, here's what they did say specifically, okay? We restored the technique, making it possible to change the movement distance of special moves by canceling the start of 6K sliding moves in line with both this and the overall adjustments. We've reduced his overall damage. We intended to make him a character who can be fun even if you cannot fully utilize this technique, with a deeper layer of strategy available to those dedicated enough to master it. About sliding special moves, the movement method upon a successful sliding special move has been changed, with the movement amount adjusted for each move. Due to the input commands, some special moves are also more difficult to perform as sliding special moves. Potemkin Buster has the same throw range and ability to withstand an attack from the opponent, but with decreased damage. The throw range when performed with a sliding input remains nearly the same as before. So, Kara Pop Buster is about the same as the last patch, we think. That's my speculation, because remember, they increased the throw range of it. So I was like, well, if they give him a Kara 6P or a Kara Pop Buster, is he gonna go freaking from here to the stratosphere? Like, what the fuck is gonna happen? not gonna be like that. Hopefully, I have faith. I have faith in Arxis. Okay, I have faith in these boys that it won't be that crazy. Okay, so damage nerfs, but now he has his 6K, his sliding 6K. That's pretty big. For Faust, adjustments made to his overall damage. Something about bug fixes, but they only really changed his hole-in-one, and that's it. Okay, fine, fair. I think that move was doing quite a fair amount of damage. So, I mean, Faust is not a high damage character, so it is what it is. This is fudging crazy. This is actually absurd. Milia got OD damage nerfs. However, one buff decreased the damage value from blah blah, blah decreasing damage taken. She doesn't die too fast. Y'all gotta interact 100 more times per game, but she doesn't die as fast. Dude, it's so crazy. I can't. I really can't believe it. They really nerfed this character again. Like, okay, they were like, okay, sweeping changes. The problem is that in sweeping changes, characters that are not doing so well, like Milia, is like just gonna get caught in the crossfire. They were like, we're gonna take away her best move in the game, remove it, bink, just get rid of it, and also she does less damage. Why? What's up with you guys? What's up? Like, what's up? Like, Milia players really want to box y'all right now. I hope you understand that. They've also reduced the recovery for Kalpa, while the main goal is to address the difficulty of following up after a grenade hit. This also gives her more options while midair. Kalpa into something. Match your compensation. You know, go off Queens. Go off Milia Queens. You barely got anything in season 4. Here you go. A little something. Go off Queens. That's for you. All right, Ramathal. Ramathal is public enemy number 1. I'm hoping to see some big nerfs on this character. Let's see them deliver. She was top 1, debatably. Okay, let's just see what's up. We have adjusted the following in addition to the universal damage changes and issue fixes. Our intent in the previous update was to make her weaker without swords. However, it was simple for her to stall time until she could recover her swords, resulting in a lack of constraint and strength depending on the presence of her swords. That is exactly how I felt when fighting against her. We've increased the duration of time before she can recover her swords to make this a clear weak point. Thank you. Appreciate that. We've also made adjustments for moves that were overpowerful even without the swords. Daru has longer startup and can no longer combo from moves like crouching 5K. This also makes it more challenging to hit confirm off of far standing S. We've increased the repeated move usage duration for making it more difficult to use multiple times in a combo. What the frick is this move? Rekka. Got it. The guard crush duration for the powered up version of the third hit is now shorter, meaning Ramathal gives up her turn on the offense when it is blocked. Yes, sir. This is what I like to see. Kill this fucking character, bro. She's been at the top for too long. Okay, at some point, just shoot her kneecaps. Just boom, shoot her fucking kneecaps. She's been at the top for too long. Get her out of here. Get her gone. Get her gone. Okay, we've increased the duration of time until she recovers sword after making it challenging to perform strings to lock the opponent down while waiting for the swords to return. On the other hand, the swords now move faster once they can be recovered, with a wider range for recovery. This makes it smoother to recover the swords. That is fine. That is fair. That is fine. Okay. Oh, buddy boy. Oh, this is so nice. Okay, decreased damage multiplier. Very nice. Barento. Decreased damage from sword attacks from 50 to 40. Increased duration, blah, 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 blah. I did notice that the guard crush situation, so like if you don't block the sword, but then you block the explosion, you still get guard crushed. Was that intentional? Was that actually intentional? I don't know. I get they didn't change it, so you can only assume. You can only assume at this point. We'll see. Increased startup of Daru, blah, 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 blah. So they didn't really nerf a lot of her damage, mostly just her sword normals, which I think is fine. I think that is completely fine. And also Calvados. Okay, we're about halfway through. Let's do it. Leo. We made adjustments. Decreased blowback, blah, 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 blah. Damage nerfs, blah, 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 blah. Damage nerfs. Fixed an issue. decreased horizontal blowback for final hit. So then after DPs, he can actually get better. Yeah, okay. Yep, that makes sense. That's fine. That's fair. Just overall damage nerfs. That's fine. Nago can no longer Kara 6K. Now, they did already nerf the Guard Crush situation. So now Guard Crush only does 25% instead of like 50% of the move or whatever the frick the value was before. So you already got a on block damage nerf, but he never got he did not get a on hit damage nerf. So that's pretty good. So he's still going to be one-shotting folk. Woo! We dodged that one. Let's go, baby. Decreased horizontal blowback and launch height on aerial on block. So now you can punish blood rage in the air. It's fine. Who cares? Whatever. Like, you know, you shouldn't be popping blood rage in a way that they can punish you anyway. So it is just very funny. Very, very hilarious. Blah, blah, blah are heavily impacted by the universal change. Yep. So their damage on hit remains unchanged. Yup. Because blocking him was so scary, so detrimental. It was just nuts. Kravau during Chive decreased the knockback on block. So now she actually is able to stay sticky to you when she actually does it. This move definitely got a fucking super duper nerf. So now she can actually get a close slash without having to like micro dash on block. That's pretty good. I think that's completely fine. No problems there. She also wasn't really like nuking your nail damage, so it makes sense they didn't really nerf her damage like that. A couple of damage changes. Go Lewis. Y'all been seeing my Lewis. Y'all been seeing him. That character was a problematic issue. He was an issue. Even when I was behemoth typhooning all over the place, I knew it was an issue. So we'll see what the frick, what's going on here. We've adjusted the following in addition to the universal damage changes and fix issues. We've extended the duration of the cooldown when following up with Behemoth Typhoon with another Behemoth Typhoon as the security level replenished too quickly. This is true. I was never in need. Okay, I was never in need. We've also increased the base damage peration for Behemoth Typhoon, given the improvements to his combos and strings, given the improvements to his combos and strings made with the addition of the follow-up potential. This change does not affect the overhead versions of Behemoth Typhoon, which already had heavy base damage peration. It does, however, decrease the damage dealt when combos start with other versions of Behemoth Typhoon. Behemoth Typhoon is majorly impacted by the universal change to Guard Crush chip damage. Given the adjustments to the base damage peration, we have not changed the damage on hit. We made changes to Skyfish to make it a viable method of using security level. However, it ended up too powerful as a far-ranged poke, so we have increased the recovery. This decreases Go Lewis's advantage on block and also makes it more challenging to go into Oki on hit. Fine. Fair and fine. I don't think this changes him from one of the best characters in the game. I don't, because Go Lewis was already in contention for, or you know, with Snelling. Go Lewis was already in the talks for the best character of the game. They just added a bunch of cherries on top, right? A bunch of cherries that we didn't even ask for. So realistically speaking, if all the other characters that are behind him don't get buffed and Ramathal gets nerfed, he still is probably the best character in the game, even despite all of these changes, because it's just so, he's just such an impressive character. It doesn't matter if you increase the recovery on a lot of his stuff. He just can still run straight through you. As soon as he gets close, he's running the same exact game plan. Doesn't matter. He builds too much meter. He's good. He's really, really good. I think even despite all this, he's still probably going to be top two, if not top one. Jacko, the change to blowback on sweep in the prior update was intended to reduce the reward of hitting without servants present. However, this resulted in reducing your options for strings utilizing the servants as well. The adjustments return the blowback from sweep on standard hit back to the original value, making it possible. Oh, however, wait. Oh, on hit. However, the blowback on counter hit remains unchanged. Oh, so sweep pressure is still a thing, huh? Ooh, so sweep pressure is still a thing. That just means that on counter hit, you can't get a big fat juicy combo. Whatever, bro. Whatever. Just let me sweep you. Let me sweep you and let me do some left right shenanigans. Okay, Jacko's back, but you gotta play more Jacko this patch. Damage nerf, who cares? This character still kind of sucks. Stain, increased active duration. I think that's pretty good. Removed collision. Blah, 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 blah. I think none of this matters. I think none of this matters. I looked into it. None of it matters. Wait, fix an issue causing the crow to not appear in the intended position. Okay, no, none of this matters. Sin, they just nerfed his damage. Good. Johnny, he can't keep getting away with this. He can't keep getting away with this. This character, he's creeping. He's climbing the ladder. He's climbing the ladder. He might be top tier again. He be climbing. Everyone else, boom, boom, boom. They keep shooting him down. But Johnny remains. He can't keep getting away with this. Clearly he can. Elfelts, they actually did not nerf any of her damage, which is pretty good because I think her damage is in a good spot right now. Bomb Blair decreased duration until the explosion goes off, which is great because the duration was way too fucking long. It was really, really obnoxious. The attack, and they also, okay, so they decreased the duration, so basically it pops faster, and also, like, on hit, when you actually hit them with it, it's easier to combo it. That's pretty much it. That's all it is. Pretty good, completely fine. I think Elfelt's in a fantastic spot. She is exactly where character balance should be, right? She's kind of a staple of where I think character balance should be, where it's, like, strong and obnoxious, but not, like, super duper strong. So, very good. Abba's still really fun and strong, I'll be honest. I played Abba. She's still really good. She's still really fun and stupid. That's honestly more so that we got better with her. But yeah, so bunch of just damage nerfs, doesn't matter. Dandy Step, Paul Bunker went from 90 to 80. I think it's fun. He's supposed to be a power character, but like, I think he's okay. And finally, with Queen Dizzy. Oh yeah, y'all goobers didn't know I had a standing desk now, did you? you know, we take care of our back out here. Anyway, Queen Dizzy, we've adjusted the following actions and issues we changed. For roasting chestnuts to decrease its potential to lock the opponent down, as the close distance on block made it easy to loop. The burst hit is now a strike, which means it creates distance with the opponent when blocked. Okay. When blocked outside of a corner, the standard block does not create much distance. When faultless defense, creating more. The change to the collision of the final hit makes it connect sooner, which means there is generally less advantage for Dizzy. I'll be honest. I'm not a big fan of this change because yes, it was a scrub killer, but I don't think it was that oppressive, especially since I don't even think Dizzy is that strong of a character. I think she's fairly good, but I don't think it was that big of a deal. What can I say? What can we say? You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. They do look at it between all levels, so I will agree that upon all levels, if you didn't know how to deal with it, because people at lower levels, they don't be living. So, you know, I think it's fine. I think it is what it is. You know, I'm not upset at it. And well, that's it. That's the new patch, man. That's the patch. Yo, Green Lantern, my boy. Okay, favorite superhero. Best superhero. And that's it. That's the patch. I think personally that it is a step in the right direction because I was having a lot of fun with the patch as a content. You know, for the content, baby. I was having a lot of fun with the patch. We'll come back here. But clearly, it was the same level of damage. It was just really, really fun and stupid. So, hey, you know, we'll see what it's like. We'll see what it is. We'll see how it goes. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are actually watching this video right now, I am probably streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. I will be playing Resident Evil 4 every Saturday until it is beaten. Stay tuned, or, you know, tune in, check it out, say hi, say what's up, you know, drop your boy a $5 ski or something. Let me buy a bacon, egg, and cheese. You know what I'm saying? But regardless of all that, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for your support. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.